I went through all our, the copyright disputes, and one of the copyright disputes said unknown from unknown.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to dispute? And who am I disputing? The unknown.
Into the unknown.
So I'm battling Elsa. Is this?
Into the unknown. You're battling Disney. That's what. No. Pretty much.
Like, really?
We don't know. We don't know what we're copywriting here. We don't know who we're copywriting. But we're copywriting. All right. All right.
The whole who, what, where, when, how, and why of copywriting. Who? Unknown. Where? Unknown. When? Unknown. How? Unknown. Why?
So it was that Pokemon called Unknown. Okay.
Unknown. Yeah. That this is how far down copywriting has gone on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J. Blaq, live in the building once again. Back with another episode of Synful Blaq Reacts. And I got my main mans, who hasn't copyrighted Strictly yet. Big MFing, citizen in the building. How you doing today, sir?
What's interesting about that is we get notifications that people are using our content, but it's not our content. It's actually the music videos that we react to. Maybe it's just our copyright notes. Hey, I want that, okay?
Yeah.
That's the Love Bite song. It's the Love Bite song, but YouTube is telling me I can copyright it.
This is crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah, because it's like, so what it feels like is that for certain songs, that if somebody uploads, right, and then there's no copyright for said song, and I'll give you a perfect example, a live performance, right, okay, because yes, while the song in its digital form is copyrighted, a live performance, if it's played any way different than the actual coded version that is on a CD or a DVD, there's no copyright claim. And when a lot of people that upload it, they won't copyright claim it because that fudges up the system. But in turn, it puts bad actors in charge of copyrights. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody can just swipe up all these live joints and then eventually claim copyright. Anybody
I think on our thing there's about 400 videos that all say, "Oh, these people are using your content. Do you want to copyright?" I go to the video; it's just a music video that we reacted to.
Yeah,
we're like, no, they are not using our content.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we got one for Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. Remember when we did our Christmas special? Okay, so before Snoop,
DMC.
Yeah, so before Snoop Dogg actually physically bought Death Row, there were no copyrights on any of the Death Row Christmas stuff that we did. That we did like 2 songs from it, but if you do the research, there was no copyrights on it, and so we were technically, they considered us the copyright owners, and I'm just like, no, we're not. And then but part of me
let me go claim this video real quick.
But so I'm just saying, like, part of me feels like, and I never want to do that. I never want to be like, maybe I should do it for malicious purposes, and I don't want to do that. I would like to do it so that if we claim it, right, as copyright, and if somebody uses it, we can still make it fair. Somebody's in charge of the fair use. That way, if somebody tries to say, somebody random nigga from Timbuktu Copyright Corporation tries to block you so they can make money off your video, you'd be like, no, like that's not fair. Somebody shouldn't be able to do that. So somebody needs to be in charge, because obviously YouTube doesn't care. They don't give a fuck. As every video that I've seen, your boy, what's your boy? Is it Gone? GAWNE? Gone, who was an independent artist who has connections in the music industry, plays sold out shows. They copyright, Universal copyright struck his channel to hell. Like, and this is all prior stuff from years ago that he put on his channel, and stuff that he did with other artists that were signed to Universal. I'm looking at you, Kendrick Lamar. Remember what you did to me on the Busta Rhymes shit? We ain't gonna talk about that though, are we? Busta Rhymes approved the copyright. Kendrick's like, nah. my verse is copyrighted, even though it's a Busta Rhymes track.
If you guys want to take this part of the song out, you can.
You really want me to do that, Kendrick? I'll replace it with my own verse. Don't do that. I'll rap your whole part.
I'll rap your verse.
Exactly.
And make it sound shitty as fuck.
Huh. God damn. But anyways, the only reason we're talking about this is because Strange music is fairly good with copyright. It's usually, unless we don't talk enough on the video, that's when typically Strange will hit us with the copyright thing. Be like, nah, you just really just played the video, fam. And sometimes what happens is that we get into the video and we watch it. We like, this nigga spit. Like, I don't want to interrupt the shit. I'm not like my boy Jody the Great. Jody Too Great is like one of the best rap reactors, because like he'll play the whole video and then go wild for like 20 minutes before, like 10 minutes before the video, 10 minutes after, and he'll be wilding out during the video.
I know people watching this video right now like, damn, James, you talk too much. Hit the video.
I know. But again, this is what saves us half the time from the fucking copyright shit. Okay? I'm just saying. That's the reason why. So if anybody ever asks why before we start this video, why do you talk so much, James? Because I have to have original content. If I just play the video and just say, yeah, we're reacting to this, yeah, and then play the video, and it's a 5-minute reaction but a 3.5-minute song, yeah, exactly. So
what's funny is, one of our copyrights actually came from me and you talking.
Who copywrote that?
That was, I want to say it was on a Baby Metal video, so that was fucking, what's it called? Amuse. So the time frame they copyrighted, we were not playing any music. We were not watching the video. It was me and you talking. I wrote back and like, oh. So they dropped the copyright, so we got paid for all that video.
So I'm about to say, I was going to send Amuse a bill. Why you bullshitting? I work for you now? If you claiming us? You claiming me? Salaries $500,000 a year.
A month.
A month. Give me the check. Give me the check. All right. So X-Rated signed to Strange Music a year and a half ago. Worked on a project, featured in a bunch of shit, made his debut.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 albums with them.
Yeah, 2 albums out. Singles have been blowing up. Dude is on a generational run. The generational run that I would even tell you, and even Big Sin will tell you, that I felt that he deserved prior to his incarceration. It was success averted back then, but now we're giving this man his flowers as he's deserved.
And X-Rated, I know you watch the videos, you've commented on our videos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing you, my guy.
Dude, when I saw X-Rated comment on the video, I felt like I felt just the same way I felt when Rich commented on the video. Like, it was kind of like the most amazing thing on planet Earth to me. Like, I hope these artists know, like, this is what keeps us going. Like, for real. Like, I could get 500 views on a video, but if I know that you are one of those 500 views, that means absolutely the world to me. And for you to take the time out of your day to comment, it's proof in the pudding that we matter. And it's something that you guys can do for free, and it's something that, you know what I'm saying, we love to have our feedback. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fans love it too, because the fans say, "Oh, this is legitimate. They're actually paying attention to these reactions." So,
that's a shout. So that's a shout out to X-Rated, Ritz, Mercury's, Ninja Sex Party, Lex the Hexmaster, fucking Alex Terrible, fucking
shit, Brother Lynch,
all the Grimo boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ringo, all of them. All of them is called. Even years later, when they find our reaction, like, oh shit.
Wait, remember even Chris Webby hit us with one.
Yeah. I would say Ritz is the only one that actually did a video on us, though, too. Like, he did a whole post in a video about us. And that right there, oh, man. All right. So, we're now I guess we're closing in on album 3 now for X-Rated, who's been putting out banger after banger. This video, like the lead up to this video, freaked out a lot of his fans because he posted a post on the internet talking about he died on Instagram. You crazy motherfucker. I love you though. I'm like, no. I said, what? He died? Hold on.
I straight up saw pictures of fucking, from this time to this time.
Yeah, I'm like,
don't tell me my boy died. What?
I just saw you on a live stream. What do you mean dead? What are you talking about? Why are you lying to us? Why are you lying? No. But yes, so this is all the lead up to this video that we're about to watch right now. So, Big Sin, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, without further ado, this is X-Rated with the man we all know and love by N9ne. This is Damnation right here on Synful Blaq Reacts. Let's go. Let me turn the audio up a little bit too because it deserves it. Oh, I'm about to click on the wrong button. There we go.
The cemeteries full of G's, died for the cause, dead on arrival. At the hospital, his heartbeat pause, and the rider falls every day. And we gon' ride, do or die, but for now, let us pray. What you facing is damnation. Is it heaven or hell? Oh, but they sentenced me to prison till my death in the cell. And the reverend tells me I'm a sinner. For my blasphemous questions, I asked my mama how immaculate was my conception. After confession,
That's the picture. That's the picture I saw.
That's what I looked at. Like, there it goes. Yeah, that's what. See, this is what happens when you you freak everybody out and shit. This was in high res, 8K, 2160p on Al Gore's internet on Instagram. What the fuck do you think we gonna be thinking? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I was in shock.
I said, I think we just saw you on live stream. You think he died? What? I'm like, they had you prepped. That's what that shit was. I was like, oh, they must have prepped you, huh?
His shit was pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded live streams.
You just had that hover and it was ISO.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Hey, how come this nigga King ISO look like the one dude that be in the that be like sensational on the on the Instagram and the Facebook videos, nigga. Oh, nigga just want to pull up sensational, nigga. I'm like, damn, they really did this nigga dirty. I can only imagine what the dirty version of this video is. Let me see. Let me go. It's 32 seconds. So they had this nigga. Really, they hit him with they did him Ricky style from Boys in the Hood.
The cemeteries full of G's, died for the cause, dead on arrival. At the hospital, his heartbeat pause, and the rider falls every day. And we gon' ride, do or die.
That nigga cripped up. That nigga seed up. Look at that. The fucking.
The problem is,
yeah.
See, Ricky wouldn't have got done like that. See, the problem was he went to USC and all they did was run outs at that time. If he would have ran a fucking a cross, a hook, or something, he would have survived that shit.
That's what happens in fucking Pete Carroll's offense, even though I know it was before Pete Carroll got there, but still, it's not the point, okay? Pete Carroll thought about it.
If Ricky would have just done a slant, he would be behind the trash can.
Do an in and out, boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I needed. Boom, boom. And then,
nope. Just all straight.
All straight. See, that's what Chad Johnson said. They don't be teaching people how to do cuts anymore. All right. Anyway, let's keep going.
That's why they be tearing their Achilles doing one cut.
I'm telling you.
Because it's Achilles.
Immaculate was my conception. After confession, I shun blessings and lessons of hope. When I'm stressed and I smoke, my lungs stretch till I choke. I awoke in the casket of packed churches in service. I heard these words I quote, spoken for the last observer. Was it worth it? Thug living, where did it get to? Your mama gotta show your kids your pictures to make sure they don't forget you. You unforgiven. A memory fading in time, and eventually you be forgotten. Erased from minds. You'll be riding inside a casket 6 feet under the soil. And if your homies are loyal, dedicated to rage or boil you until it erupts. Manifest self-destruction and violence, death the hope. Check the stethoscope, it ain't nothing but silence, cause death is coming for you. Repercussions and retribution for my actions as a youth, and my soul is the restitution. Death is waiting for you. Now it's time for my execution. That's the only acceptable resolution. I'm forgiven when I die. Will I fly? Will I be left with Satan? Grim Reaper, the gatekeeper, angel of death is waiting on my judgment day. When my final breath is taking condemnation, your resting place of disgrace. What's facing is damn.
Damn. Listen, ain't nobody ever gonna question if X-Rated can spit, because
right.
He been spitting for decades from jail. You know what I'm saying? From prison. Ain't nobody ever gonna question this man. And I think what the good part about this, we finally got, because it's no longer on the mixtape and it's on the jail, you know, and he's out of jail, we can actually look up lyrics. Because people are like, oh, what did he say? He raps too fast. No, you just listening too slow.
No, it's crazy because when he's rapping, he'll sometimes throw in that tongue twist right in the middle of the fucking verse.
Yeah. It's just the beat called for steady flow. You can't just be like, you know, I was sitting on the corner drinking and smoking marijuana. That's not what the beat is for. You need to actually rap. And that's what X-Ray did. He rapped his ass off. But he had a message. He's talking about like the gang life and how, remember what Tupac said it best? He's either dead or in jail, right? You know, and so basically that's what he was talking about the whole entire life. He was like, is it heaven or hell over they sentence me to prison till my death is in the cell? When the reverend tells me I'm a sinner for my blasphemous questions, I ask my mama how immaculate was my concession. After confession, I sow blessings and lessons of hope. When I'm stressing, I smoke. My lungs stretch till I choke. I awoke in the casket surface. I heard these words, I quote, spoken for the last observant. Was it worth it? And that's the thing. Like, if anyone is telling you about gang life and they try to glorify it and they say it's the most best thing ever since sliced bread, I need to tell you, and just real shit, that anybody who was really in them streets as a rapper is either still in them streets, broke as fuck, in jail, or they're dead. That's probably the realest shit that I could probably tell you. The bosses that were able to defer niggas and have them do their work for them are the people that are rich now. They're the Jay-Z's. They're the guys, the Diddy's, and people's like, well, Diddy's not a tough nigga. Well, the feds disagree, and all the testimony disagrees.
Hey, when he had all that baby oil, he was tough.
Listen, Diddy, they didn't pay this nigga Diddy as the baby oil demon monster on Fleet Street, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I always wondered why all his videos are sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
He told you that he wouldn't stop, and with baby oil, there's no stopping because it just slides in, slides out, slides in, slides out.
He's like, back shot. I told you I won't stop. I told you I won't stop.
I'm telling you. He's been telling you. He on the chorus of the song, I thought he told you that he won't stop. I thought he told you that he won't stop. Over and over. You thought it was just a line? Nah.
He did Mace so bad, Mace became a preacher. All right, let's go.
That's it. So all I'm saying is that X-Rated is telling you stay out them fucking streets. Goddamn, stay out the streets, nigga. Okay, we gonna go now.
Look at me, I stand jealous. You got a soul and I do not. God testing, man fell it. You got a choice to make up for the fate of heaven or hell right now. You can't tell it. Who are you? I'm evil. That's meaning I'm angelic. You know the song. Evil brain, angel heart. Ease your pain, change your part. In these cold games, claim your spark. Free no chains, brain flow stars. So the question that I'm asking is life or death. You're really gonna wanna get up on a level of a better man. I got the right connect. I suggest life and away from a devil and demons. I protect. Take your soul. And with a word you pay the toll, write the check. What's the word? You got an F and face expression that is dumb and puzzled. Your obsession with a Mac 11, reckless one and rubble. Retrogression, but no big stepping. Left his gun and muzzle. Back end in heaven, but no hell is calling Xing. Cause death is coming for you. Repercussions and retribution for my actions as a youth, and my soul is the restitution. Death is hunting for you. Now it's time for my execution. That's the only acceptable resolution. I'm forgiven when I die. Will I fly? Will I be left with Satan? Grim Reaper, the gatekeeper, angel of death is waiting on my judgment day when my final breath is taking condemnation. Your rest in place of disgrace. What you facing is damnation. Yeah. Is it the lake?
Well, my boy Tech said, he said Angelic and Eba. He straight brought up two of my favorite albums from my man.
Like when he went to Eba, I was like, oh my goodness. I said, here we go.
Brain, angel heart.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm tired of these motherfuckers saying all Tech N9ne can do is speed rap. Y'all ain't never listened to N9ne then.
That's
all you think he could do.
That's what drives me crazy. Every time it's a narrative. It is such a false narrative at that. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever heard This Ring, people? One of his best songs ever. Yeah, he speed raps on that shit, but he's telling a story.
Very true. Although I always thought the hilarious part about it is it's actually Aaron in half of the verse and it's N9ne in the other.
Got me a top notch, straight hot fox.
Nigga, that's Aaron. Nigga, that's Aaron Yates.
Yeah, nigga, N9ne just invades.
And he proved that halfway through the second verse. 1, 2, 3 little vatos with a hostile gospel. Because even he said in the song, nigga, that sound like N9ne. Yep. But I was like, that'd be fucked up, nigga. You sit like you lay down like 6 feet under. They putting you under, and all of a sudden this N9ne come talking shit to you because you got your ass killed.
Just jumping up out of nowhere because I could have swore to God that fucking ground was flat.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
He just pop it up like Rey Mysterio.
I'm saying the same shit. Booyaka, booyaka.
My guy popped up like Sabu and shit.
I'm saying this. I was like, wow, that nigga just popped up out of nowhere, talking shit. Nigga, he dead, bitch. What the fuck you do this shit?
Angel heart.
He said, "Look at me, I stand jealous. You got a soul, and I do not. God tested, men fail it. You got a choice to make. And with the fate of heaven and hell, right now you can't ball. No, you can't bail it. Who are you? Evil brain, angel heart, nigga. Told you, vintage N9ne. Like this chorus got me. This chorus got me wild because I'm like, this nigga, dude. This is a legit song. I like this.
It is
with a message, with a good message. And I'm hoping the gangsters is like really paying attention to this shit. Like this is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is for people doing dirt. Even if you're not like a gangster, like if you're doing like gang dirt and like you seeing this shit, like you got an option. Like you can get out and make some of yourself. Or matter of fact, you can tell your gang leaders to do what the mafia did and have legit jobs while being crooked. Either way works. Just saying. All right, let's go.
On my judgment day when my final breath is taking condemnation, your resting place of disgrace. What's facing is damnation. Yeah. Is it the lake of fire? Will I get to take his place after Satan retires? Lord of the flies, spawn a lover of hateful desire. Am I a child of God or was Satan the sire? Hated by angels who felt that God was ungrateful for their loyalty. Felt he created man, held my hand and spoiled me. Wanted to see me suffer, envious and jealous, planted seeds, and indeed naive man became rebellious. Ass, am I my brother's keeper? Please keep my brother down, won't let my brother succeed. Lead my brother to his knees, lead my brother to his grave. Man, it's worse than a disease. Really lit just to be praised, cause it worked. Bless mama for saying prayers effective or ineffective. I gotta give respect for her efforts in retrospect. But it's too late for me now, no escape for me now. Too late to pray for me now, no safe haven to be found. Cause death is coming for you, repercussions and retribution for my actions as a youth. And my soul is the restitution. Death is hunting for you, now it's time for my execution. That's the only acceptable resolution. I'm forgiven when I die. Will I fly? Will I be left with Satan? Grim Reaper, the gatekeeper, angel of death is waiting on my judgment day when my final breath is taking condemnation. Your resting place of disgrace. What's facing is damnation.
All right, hold on. I gotta show something. Where's it at? There's a certain spot right here. This nigga just threw this shit in there. I didn't like this nigga no way. They have this flower.
Fuck this cat. He's like, I'm so disappointed in you, son.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga owe me $50.
I ain't never getting that shit back.
Never getting that shit back, motherfucker.
Hopefully I can find one of his relatives. Maybe they'll pay me back.
You know what I'm saying? At least get half or something. God damn.
Give me a 20 twin.
It's that face he made when he threw the flower in. That's what killed me, cuz like he realized that the nigga owed him money and was dead. Like at that very moment.
He looking at X-rated like fucking Austin Collie looking at Peyton Manning every time he threw a death pass.
I'm saying. Catch that shit over the middle. I don't want it.
Poor Austin Collie. He owed. I guarantee you, he owed Peyton Manning money. As many times Peyton gave that man concussions.
I'm telling you. Man, looking at this nigga in disgust. Like, did I leave my PlayStation over at this nigga house?
He's like, hold on, don't he owe me some money? Hold on.
I'm sad. I'm like, this nigga, this is just his face. He said, I could have swore. Whatever it is, it's like, I could have swore something.
He doing this shit on purpose just so he got to pay me back.
And this motherfucker died, so he wouldn't have to pay me back. This motherfucker right here.
Remember that was on that Eminem shit when you was talking about Christopher Reeves?
Yes.
He died just so he couldn't have to fight him.
Yeah. Nigga, listen, that acting is top notch. I don't give a fuck, nigga. They didn't put that nigga in video. Nigga, that face right there is an inquisitive upon death face. That's what we're gonna call that shit. Inquisitive upon death. That you come to a realization after the nigga died that the nigga either owed you money, you left something at his house that you can't bid back because the nigga they're raiding.
Or he just found out he banged out his girl.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, didn't you fuck my girl last night? Nigga, fuck you. Inquisitive upon death. That is going to be the new thing. Is when you question some shit while throwing a flower into the nigga grave. That's what that shit is. In case anybody wants to know.
That's the look.
That's the look right there. All right, hold on. We gotta finish the video. We gotta because the shit ain't even.
You went way too far.
Right.
You went way too far.
Right there.
Death is waiting on my judgment day when my final breath is taking condemnation. Your resting place is disgrace. What you facing is damnation. Kill him out, 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 damnation. Kill him out, 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 kill him out. What you facing is damnation.
Wait a minute. I just realized. Wasn't that him?
I think so, yeah.
Like in the car type shit? That was him.
Yeah.
It was like, I felt like it was.
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah. That is crazy. It
was like him It was like him, remembering the past.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I like that. I like how you thought that. I'm here for that, and it made me real. And that's. It goes back to what I said earlier. Like you have kind of have a choice in life, right? Like you could be on the one side, or you could be on the other. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all know he cleaned his act up. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
music majorly.
Well, like once he turned his life to making good music and talking about the gang life, keep in mind that's what kind of really just kind of fueled a part of that, probably the parole thing, and so I honestly feel that the world finally getting to hear X-Rated in full form is probably was the best thing, not just for him but for the world, because now you get a better understanding of like gang life. You know what I'm saying? Like now you get a better understanding of what in the world, what in the actual fuck is going on here? Like I don't know.
Yeah,
this is how I feel. Like I feel like I'm not articulating it the best way possible. I just feel like.
No, we had So basically, we had these message givers all throughout hip hop. We had Pac, we had Biggie, we got X-Rated. We had these people who used to run the streets, who used to do the shit. 50 Cent,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who tell you these stories.
Yeah.
50 went on more to do like pop rap there for a long time.
Yeah.
But listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. That's what gangsta shit there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got what's that dude's name? Big Smoke. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
But X-Rated is one of the more legit ones that you will see.
Because we talked about and it's crazy because like a lot of the real in the same token as we talked about the gangster rappers that are either dead or in jail or still in the streets or broke, that still like are involved in gang shit. Like Beanie Siegel is like a perfect example. Mm-hmm. At the height of his popularity, he went and did 24. Came back. Dame Dash took all the state property money. Dame Dash, you know what I'm saying, didn't pay him the royalties for the shit, even though his shit went double platinum, award-winning album, The Truth and shit. And
that's why Beanie Siegel now has a diss song about Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
Yep. And he had to go back to the streets and start banging, and he lost his voice, you know what I'm saying? And now he can barely even rap no more. But that derailed a bunch of shit. That derailed the whole entire state property shit. Him, Freeway and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like
Blaq, fucking... Yep.
Well, that's the whole thing. That whole situation in and of itself and the whole street shit is the whole reason why Jay-Z distanced himself from them. Because had he attached himself to them, all Jay-Z would have been known as a gangster rapper, and he didn't want that persona. He wanted to be known as a gangster rapper. He wanted to be known as a boss. He wanted to be the Dame Dash in the situation. The problem is that Jay-Z was talented as a rapper. It's hard to be Dame and be Jay-Z. You know, like you can't do both. You're gonna have to pick one.
Especially when they were popping like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays it's easier.
Yeah,
but when it was popping like that, it wasn't easy.
Well, yeah. So and now you see where, and I talked about this with N9ne. I said N9ne was in the streets back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The whole album that the N9ne came out with talks about his life in the street, like legitimately. But it was when he got into the rap game, which he has a song about, by the way, called Rap Game, that he talks about he devoted his life to making music and getting away from the streets. And you see the success that he's had. He's had his ups, he's had his downs. But the good thing about Tech is that there's a lot more ups than downs. Like if you were to add it all up, if you were to say, because you always ask, would Tech trade the success that he's had to live a normal family life? And some people will probably say, I think he would, but I would happen to disagree with that. And the only reason why I would disagree with that is that look at the people's lives that he's impacted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Rich started his own record label. Calico out here doing his thing. I think the only one who ended up worse off has been Cut Calhoun, but that was by his own making. But is he worse off if we still remember his name? No, but his the way he rapped and what he did is what makes that impact.
Well, yeah. I honestly think that if Blaq and Gold would have came out on Strange Music, the Blaq and Gold album would have came out on Strange Music with Strange Music promo, that probably would have been the closest to a platinum album that Cut would have had, because that album was legitimately a great fucking album.
Oh yeah, Blaq Gold was fantastic.
It's just it did, because it's independent. The label that it was on didn't have enough distribution and shit like that. The songs on it were great. There was about good 4 or 5 songs that could have been easily music videos, that could have been easily played on the radio. Hell, if a mid label would have signed Cut Calhoun and promoted Blaq and Gold, that would have been a major fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't look at. People look at it as, it's independent. They didn't go far. He didn't sell much, but Cut funded and financed his own album as long as he made the money that he paid the recording studio back for the album. And if it even sold 10,000 copies at $10 to $20 a piece, he made his money back. Oh yeah, he made 10 times his money. He made 100,000. Shit. Back then, like, if you living in the streets, 100,000, and then you just reinvest in your shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. That's why I said I'll never. I look at everything from 1999 to now. If we pull up a Wikipedia page, I'm not saying do it, but I'm just saying, if you look up a Wikipedia page and then you look at each individual person that was signed to Strange Music and was able to live their dreams on making music and putting out an album. And then remember what I always say, the things that you do in your life directly affect one person and indirectly affect another 3. So when you take 4 people, so for every person that was signed to Strange Music, we'll say another 4 people were affected by that. At a minimum, another 4 people were affected by that album, in a positive manner. And when you take that totality, the things that these artists are doing, sharing their music, sharing their craft, putting out this music, probably mean more to them than we, even as fans, could ever realize. I mean, as grateful as I am for X-Rated being out of jail and making music, it's probably that pales in comparison to what X-Rated actually feels about being out and making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been locked up. You know what I'm saying? You've had to spend a few days in a random place, and then until you got out. Like, we know how the shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never wish jail or prison on my worst enemy. I'd rather my worst enemy get punched in the face, but that's another story altogether.
North Las Vegas still has the best food out here. But anyway, with all that being said,
yes,
please like, comment, and subscribe, ring that bell, and for more Synful Blaq, and don't forget about the GTA 6 giveaway. That is still on the table. Just comment what you would like it on Steam, Epic, Xbox, or PlayStations. Just leave us a comment with that you're interested in the giveaway. That will be on the day of release next year. So, yeah, that's all I got for him.
Yes. Again, grateful for being here, grateful for being around, grateful for being alive, and grateful for those of us that stuck around with us. And we're going to keep this thing moving. So until next time, that's my man, Big Sin. I'm your boy, Hollywood J. Blaq. This is Synful Blaq Reacts, and we are out this thing. Deuces. Had to hit him with the Dusty Rhodes. Aye.